we are back. So, last we left off, the crew here has found themselves deep within the city of Lang after just defeating the writhing remains and parasites that had infested the corpse of Rogar's long-lost father, Amu. His essence being taken into the gem-like totem pendant that was gifted to him by his tribe. As you realized that the corpse of Kezan Thunderstrike was not so much a corpse, as it appears that his upper half has crawled away, scaling a substantial height into a metallic vessel known as the Twilight's Horizon, a ship that none of you know much about. Maybe Triss, though. He might know a little something, depending on his research topics. But regardless, though, the hatchway door lies slightly ajar as you begin to make your way up. So it is like, essentially it's kind of somewhat suspended about 100 feet in the air, encased in like ice and things. There are footholds and handholds, but it is sheer ice walls and metal. It looks like there are claw marks where Kezan dug his hands into the ship hull and was like making handholds manually. But you guys are free to get up there however you can.
And it is hovering in the air, or it's just up some weird stairs?
It's like it's suspended. It's like, it looks like this ship or this vessel fell from the sky at some point, and who knows when. And it looks like it has embedded itself in this structure. And it looks like either it smashed into the ice millennia ago, or the ice sprung up around it. It's hard to tell. Reality doesn't really shape normally in this particular place. But regardless, though, it is somewhat suspended between two like large, I don't know, like ice mountains or gigantic structures. A big portion of the ship is completely encased in like a glacier.
Great. Okay.
Soon Velree and Zuner walking up.
Yeah.
Do some walking.
Triss
running.
flying.
Can Rogar fly with Triss?
I don't know. If that thing's
Is
big
the
enough.
beholder big enough?
I don't know how big a beholder is.
It's not that
large.
big. But Rosario says, Rogar, I got you. As he grabs Rogar under the shoulders and metallic radiant wings spring from his back. And he flies for the next minute.
Yeah.
Go, Rogar! It flies upwards, carrying Rogar.
The Runic story theme starts playing. Huh?
Exactly. Trist and his enslaved beholder kind of float, because they don't move super fast, but they, he gets the job done. They just kind of...
Slow and steady, master, always wins the race.
As you drift upwards. Azuna and Velree casually walk up.
Just imagining like
maybe a
robot
jog.
unicorn attack, that song, that theme song. Open your eyes for me.
Well, you make it to the doorway. Rogar and Rosaria first. You get into the structure and it's completely metallic. Everything's made of metal. None of you have been in a vessel quite like this. It's reminiscent of the Illithid ship that you explored in so long ago in the Shrieking Forest. However, it has elements of it that are more grounded in the mortal plane. Not quite as eldritch and ethereal. There's not so many curves. There's more straight lines and angles, as if this was almost a slightly off mimic of the same thing. Almost like somebody parroting a illithid ship, but built with a different technique. That's what it reminds you of as you enter in. A lot of the first entryway you're in, it appears that you're entering somewhere in the center of the vessel. You have a long, massive, long hallway. It's about 300 feet wide. You are suspended on catwalks. That are just no handrails, just open. Things are floating around you, drifting as if they have no gravity attached to them. However, all of you standing on the catwalks appear to have the normal form of gravity tethered to you. But as you look to the left and right, everything is in complete darkness. Your dark vision only goes so far.
We understand this to be the vessel, so it will probably try to move at some point. Is the door still stuck open? Is it like stuck, or is it just like someone opened it?
Let's find out.
I'm going to use my drift globe to light up the area.
Yes. The door behind you shuts hard. You watch as it looks like about 8 gigantic metallic pins slide out of a circular device and lock itself into place, bolting the door closed behind you.
Okay.
The drift globe alights, bathing you in radiant light. As it kind of floats in front of you, Rogar, you begin to see that there are what looks to be possibly just debris, things that used to be little tools and other things you might see around a normal vessel. Nothing untoward yet, kind of just floating around. If you would like a better description of some of the more details, I will need a perception check from someone.
That's true.
It's not going to be Resired.
24.
24. Just as you are kind of floating there. Still, are you still riding the enslaved?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Why would I walk it?
He begins to, his large mouth kind of like opening and closing, his massive tongue kind of licking some of the wounds across his head.
Master, this place is not right. It is strange. I feel uncomfortable.
As you look around, Trist, you begin to gauge some of your surroundings, utilizing his eyes to look in 8 different directions at once. And you see a trail of blood that stops in the center of this catwalk. And it tees, so the catwalk tees. It comes to a point and then tees off, goes left and right. You see strange, like, metal plates that are on kind of like little stands right at where the blood is dried. They have writing on them. These look to be like some kind of plaques that maybe give directions. However, you cannot read it.
Probably call up Zune, because I think Zune has the comprehend language.
I don't have a lot left. I can cast it at a 2nd level spell, I guess. Slot.
Does the blood stop completely?
It looks like it is completely stopped.
Okay.
And dried.
Great.
He grew up.
Comprehend languages. What does it say?
You begin to run your hands over it, Zune, as you cast your spell. You don't have any strange senses up right now, do you, Zoom?
No.
Okay, just making sure. As you
Should I?
brush your hand across the plaque,
I go insane.
you see you begin to read. Essentially, there are strange markings that you recognize as kind of like arrows. You're not sure what language this is, or if it's even normal language. It might be short form for some other language.
You are here.
But to the right, to what would be the east, it says bridge. To the west, it says hangar and engine bay.
I will communicate that. And with the door behind us, does it have any obvious means of opening it like we've seen before with the little ...
There appears to be a pad of some kind embedded in the wall. It has what looks like buttons and a screen.
Not seen this before, have I?
No, you have not.
Oh my god. Hit it with a stick. Can I read the language? Is there anything written down?
There's nothing written down around it, but if you get close, so are you going back to the door to look at it?
I just want to look real quickly.
You look at the pad and you recognize a series of numbers, counting from 1 to 10.
Is it like?
It's a keypad.
Is there a manual anywhere or like a sticky note?
There is. If there was, it is long gone by now.
Oh. Okay. Well, just curious, who all has an immovable rod?
Okay.
I have one.
Yeah,
Rosire
I'd
has
say I
one,
thought Rosire has one as well. I think.
I have one. I vote that any other doors we pass through, we shove an immovable rod in, just in case. And I don't know how we could stop an entire ship with an immovable rod, but
There is a certain weight capacity to this rod. It
Yeah.
will
8,000 pounds.
it will cease to function after that is been surpassed.
Rosire, do you think the doors would be too strong for the immovable rod?
If you are trying to keep the door closed, maybe not. But if the ship were to move,
Yeah.
I do not think they will function.
Yeah. But if the door tried to close on them, and it was there keeping the door open,
Maybe it will work. We will have to find out. That is the joy of this, yes?
I'm so happy you find joy in everything, Rosire. Okay, do you have any more healing abilities? You're done for, aren't you?
I am a little exhausted, but I've got plenty room for my companions. I could really give us a big boost if we need it. It will take me 10 minutes. I will have to pray to my goddess.
Okay. Well, Rist, Rogar, you're the brains of this outfit. There's the bridge, and there's the engine room. I don't know what either of these things are, I don't think. I can only assume like a bridge, like path that goes over something, I don't know what, and I don't know what an engine is. So we don't have engines in our world, do we?
No, you do not.
Okay. So whatever that is could be fun, I don't know. Chris, you know weird things. Do you know what an engine is?
Triss does know weird things.
I used to have the guy's journal, right?
You
It was
did.
taken from me.
And that's why I said Trista actually has vague recollections of the mentions of the Twilight's Horizon. Notes, detailed notes that he remembered looking over. Without the book in question in his current possession, you can remember bits and pieces, Trist.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me a history check. You will get advantage.
28.
28. The 28, you kind of look back in your mind's eye, Trist, scanning the surface. You remember the Twilight's Horizon. And you remember details specifically on what was referred to as the core. It appears that there is a unique power source for this vessel that needs to be operated to get it running. The key is everything in bringing this grand plan that Kezan has to fruition. He has the gate, he has the key. All he needs is the vessel.
Well, I would assume that we need to head towards the hangar.
Okay.
Because Tristan will know what a bridge is. And I don't feel like what we're looking for is at the bridge.
All right. And you begin to move towards the back of the ship to the west.
The engine room.
Towards the engine room and the hangars. Are you guys taking the time to heal the prayer of healing for Rosiah?
Want to, but I don't think we have time, do we?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know. That's cool.
What's 40 hit points, you know?
Yeah. This was better go, you know. Better go.
Better go. Okay.
Oh, plus,
So-
I thought, yeah, don't we have potions?
You have some potions.
Somebody left.
Yeah.
Potions, yeah.
Yeah, we got potions.
Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke them if you got them. Rosiah currently has no potions. Nope, he has a single potion of healing. That's what he has. I guess, no, he has a potion of greater healing as well. He'll go ahead and use that on himself because he needs to. So he'll recover 20 hit points. He has one regular potion he's going to keep in reserve just in case. No, he has a superior as well. Does anybody else need the superior? Does anybody else need 40 hit points?
I'm about to pop one myself.
Rogar, do you need it?
Huh?
Do you need a superior healing potion?
If no one else needs it more than me,
You
I'm
need
at
it the most.
144 health. 239.
It's up to you if you want it or not.
I don't know what Velree get. At 170. Well, you can start healing yourself once you're at half points, you know?
That's true. Once she goes down to half, she'll begin to, her collar will kick in and she'll start healing herself.
But yeah, I'll take it.
You'll take it? Alright, so you take his superior healing potion. You can gain 40 hit points as Rosiah hands it to you. Rogar, I have written a little joke in Draconic across the vial here.
I read it. What's it say?
It says, it says a joke.
Yeah.
I don't know. A Cajun
I wanna know
joke.
the joke.
I told you that, bro.
Damn it. This is an outrage.
good.
You couldn't pull a joke out of your ass? Sorry.
I
All the jokes I
I'll
thought
figure
of were
it.
extremely racist, and I wasn't going to say them
Oh,
online.
Jesus.
So
I'm gonna take a swig of my sake as well.
Of course. Powering up. And you begin to head towards the rear. All of you are heading towards the rear of the vessel?
I assume so.
All right.
Unless we saw the blood split.
It does
That
not
would've been real
split.
tricky.
It just stops.
Okay.
However, as you guys begin to, as you're taking your potions and you begin to move down the western catwalk that goes just pretty damn far back, it's going to take you a few minutes to cross the span of the ship. The sense of wonder is astounding as you look around at the vast structure and how it was made and by whose hands, all the mystery involved. Trist, something about it seems familiar. You're not sure if it's just the research you did or something else. But that's when all of you hear a voice. Audible. Core engaged. A female voice. Begin the tethering.
I'll speed it up.
Trist, from your very good roll you had earlier, you would know that in order to get the vessel running, you would have to have intricate knowledge of the ship's magical computing system, some kind of archaic techno-sorcery that has been cobbled together. And it requires one to be in several different places on the ship at once. Somebody would have to be within the engine bay, and someone would have to be at the bridge at the same time.
So what you're saying is we need to split up.
I'm just telling you that in order to engage the system, that is what is happening right now. It's being powered up. You have T-minus 10 minutes till engagement.
So we keep going to the engine room.
You all are sprinting towards the engine room. All right. Begin to sprint towards the engine room at this point. It takes you 2 to 3 minutes to get to what looks like a large open doorway that has been forced open. There are singe marks across the metal where it's been scalded by intense heat. Or maybe something else. Almost claw-like talons have been pressed into the metal and peeled it away with extreme force. As you walk in, the first thing you notice is a corpse laying, almost mummified, in the center of this large room. Piles of these husk-like, emaciated, naked bodies just laying around it, with just tatters of clothes. All over the place, dangling everywhere. Hundreds of them. The corpse that you see that sticks out is wearing what looks like plate armor and has what looks like a large crossbow, very reminiscent of the ones wielded by your fellow bugbears. As you look over the area, you see markings. You see Zune ahead, markings for the actual engine room. It appears you're in the hangar bay.
I'll point that out to Trist.
Point that out towards Trist. You guys begin to move in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
As you move in that direction, you feel another rumble, and there's a door shut ahead of you. The ship, it seems like parts of the ship are beginning to groan and shift.
Do we make it to the door?
You make it to the door. It is
Is it open?
closed. There appears to be no handle. It looks like it. It looks like it. It's almost like one of those rings that kind of like shuffle together. It's not like a normal doorway. It's like a sphincter. And it's closed right now.
So,
There's a pad next to it. Keypad, that is.
there are multiple locks in it, you said?
There's none that you can see. It just looks like, it looks almost like a metallic fan.
I could cast knock. And have everything in the ship know that we're right here.
It's too late. Well,
I
knock.
already do.
Knock. Yeah.
Knock?
Knock.
Okay, I'm going to knock.
Read the spell to knock to me real fast.
Okay. Choose an object, blah, 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 door, box, chest, another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. Target is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with arcane lock, it's suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast the spell, a loud knock, audible from as far away as 300 feet, emanates from the object.
All right. You begin to weave together the song to open this door, and a loud cacophonous boom as the fan unravels, and there's like this grinding noise as it shifts away. You see what looks like a spiraling hallway of, it looks like the inside of like a grinder. These just metal wheels sticking out everywhere, and they're just moving. There's a suspended catwalk down the center. And it's a long, narrow hallway, and it's almost an optical illusion as you look down it. There's another door at the end. The door, however, is open.
Resire.
Yeah, I am here. Resire is here.
So they went first.
We gotta make it to the other end, bro.
What is there is a path here, yes?
Yeah, there's a catwalk, yeah.
We must move quickly.
Yep.
Rogar is passing through the door. He's gonna leaving a movable rod in midair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move into the catwalk. Are all of you following?
Yep.
Nope.
Are we moving at a quick pace still? Or are we
Yep.
Okay. Moving quick.
Yep.
All right. As you make it to it is bizarre. It's a strange feeling. You almost get nauseous if you kind of look around. There's just these whirling blades. You notice, Rogar, that there are what looks like grisly remains scattered throughout the machinery of someone that perished long ago within. Just grizzled pieces of body parts that have just been like caked along the blades around the middle, as if maybe somebody was blown off the catwalk by a mysterious spell and ended up in the grinding gears.
What's the point of having this in the ship?
I don't know. I never understood that part in the movie.
Let's just install grinding gears.
Chris, you know it has to do with the gravity drive.
Of course, the gravity.
Yes, look, you need this for the gravity drive. OSHA.
OSHA, yeah, exactly.
As you move through this area, you get to the next door. It appears to be like slightly ajar. Somebody gonna push it open?
Yeah.
Rogar, you go to push it.
Resire.
It stops. Doesn't move. Just like you're hitting something solid. Duh, duh, duh.
Like, is this a similar door to the one we just went through?
It is.
Okay.
You hear a voice. That is far enough.
Knock.
Knock. You. Boom! The door slams against a solid object.
Damn
Is
it.
Can we? Okay.
Stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred.
As you look through the crack of the door, you see a shimmering field.
Yeah. We'll need a disintegration ray.
One might call this a wall of force.
Yeah.
It's at this
Dispel
point
magic.
that doesn't
Or
work.
just come
That doesn't work.
Does it not?
Nothing. The only thing that works on wall of force is disintegration.
Yeah.
Mundane or magical means. Damn it. But fine.
Our only source is the
would the-
beholder.
Would the beholder's eye work?
You can try.
Alright.
You gonna have him open his eye?
Yeah, because I can't cast any spell higher than a third.
Are you going to have him open his anti-magic eye, or are you going to have him use his disintegration eye?
It would have to be the disintegration eye, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Alright.
the anti-magic eye wouldn't work.
You kind of have him maneuver the eye there.
Grab it and like reach it around the corner.
It hits the part of the door. Strangely enough, the door is not affected at all by the ray. It just kind of like singes the surface. But where it gets through the crack, you hear a noise like shattering glass. The door flies open.
Running in.
As you go to run in, what you see ahead is what appears to be a what looks like a large open room. Within is a massive floating orb about 15 feet in circumference, dark black in color. It's hard to tell what it's made of. It looks almost like molten on the center, but not quite. There are large metallic plates with 6-inch spikes between each hexagonal like piece that are kind of like moving concentrically around it, rotating. There are 3 large rings moving at different angles that are glowing with blue runes written in some unknown language and adorned also with these spikes. As you enter into the room, you notice there's a large pool of black liquid underneath this orb that's just kind of floating. It looks like it's pooled there over time. The room is circular, and there is also a catwalk area in a circle around it. Nearby, on your left, appears to be a individual working feverishly at a console. The individual in question looks like a robed individual. However, they have reddish skin, horns upon their head, a bandage across their eyes as if they are no longer there. He bars his teeth and looks at you. Damn it. You! Stop him!
Demon Trist? Devil Trist?
Yeah.
And we are going to enter into initiative.
God damn it.
It was a matter of time the way to kill that bastard.
All right. Everybody's in. Okay. Before everything starts, well, no, Rogar, you are first in initiative. The red-skinned looks almost like a tiefling, but as it looks towards you, Rogar, some of the garments look strangely familiar, and there is a weird curved dagger on its hip. This is definitely not Tristan Varel. If anything,
it's an alternative.
This looks a
Kezan?
lot like Kezan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So he's got the orb that lets him split realities. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna rage.
And you begin to rage. And you launch yourself at him.
Yep. I shall.
Unless
something is in the way.
As you move and run towards the demonic tryst, you hit a solid object and bounce off of it.
Well, forced?
Appears to be a wall of force.
What's the rules for wall of force? Is it like a dome?
It is. It appears to be right now. It appears to be shaped in a dome around his person.
Okay. I can handle that. Well, are there any other threats around here I see?
You have blind sense, don't you?
Yes.
Above you, about 15 feet above you, you sense something in the space above you. It is, for all intents and purposes, not there. Like, you can't visually see it. But you can tell there's something floating above you.
I'll look up immediately, and I will attack it if I can.
15 feet? Give me a old jump roll.
Can I climb on the wall of force? Run up the wall of force?
I mean, sure. We'll give you a run and attack. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
As you haphazardly step on this shimmering dome, and it only shimmers as you run into it. It was transparent before, but as your feet bury into it, you see the shape. And you move, and then you jump towards the space where you think a creature is.
Okay.
Give me an attack roll.
All right, I'm gonna do recklessly.
Recklessly, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great weapon master.
Sure, why not?
26.
That is gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Okay. I'll take 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. You hear a
Does it sound like a human? Or a humanoid?
It sounds humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing again. Ooh, not nearly as good. I can't see. Dice.
At advantage, that is going to be a 16.
60. Yep.
That is going to miss.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's all I can do. I'm going to yell as I'm doing this, as I'm running up. Something's up here. Then do my attacks.
All right, you begin to fall. You begin to fall.
Mm-hmm.
As you begin to fall, a humanoid creature with large, greenish, weird, strange-looking wings reveals itself, also robed with what looks like a massive greatsword in its hands. Its eyes brim with eldritch, almost angelic light. It looks like this might be another version of Kezan Thunderstrike.
Yeah.
As you begin to fall, the wings spread out even wider, and he reaches down and grabs a hold of you and holds you still as he begins to shove the blade into your body. Let's see if he pierces your hide, Rogar, at advantage.
All right.
It's going to be a 23.
That hits.
And he gets to make a second attack.
Okay.
It's going to be a 28.
All right.
So they're both going to hit.
Yeah.
From the first attack, these are considered magical.
Okay.
You're going to take 23 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 28 points of radiant damage from the first strike as he plunges the blade in and a radiant burst explodes around you. The second hit You'll take an additional 22 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And only 9 points of radiant damage.
Oh, that's much better than the last one.
As he hits you twice, and then just lets go of you as you plummet to the floor.
Okay.
That is the end of his turn. As Rogar hits the deck, bleeding from his torso. Zune, it is your turn.
So we see two. We see one behind a force field, one flying, one green, one tiefling.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And if they're all like Kazon, they're all psychic,
Maybe.
probably immune to fear because they're insane.
What's the plan,
Okay.
Zune?
Well, it's not a good plan. It's probably not going to work out. But I want to polymorph tiefling Kazon. That's a
Tiefling
20
Kazon.
wisdom.
Tiefling Kazon is going to use his reaction to counterspell.
And I will use my reaction to counterspell.
To counter his counter?
I'm going to counter his counter.
Then Angelic Trist will use his counterspell. Or, excuse me, Angelic Kazon will use his counterspell to counter your counterspell.
Trist, you got to counter. Can you counter this?
I don't want to.
Please do.
We got a 4-way counter happening.
I'll spend one of my precious remaining slots for a counter.
Trist will counterspell, and then another creature will counterspell Trist's counter, as there's another creature in this room.
Fucking creatures are in here.
Counters.
Magic is just being countered all over the place.
Okay. So that aside, hang on, let me knock off my also precious. Yeah, I don't even know how we're gonna get out of the situation. All right, so looking around us, you described something moving in the center.
That appears to be the gravity drive, the large central section that powers this ship. It is beginning to spin up and move quicker. You see the kind of green-skinned Kazon flying above. When the counter went off, there is a purple-skinned, almost draconic-looking creature that is further past the door, that is eyeing down Tristan, Varel, and Razire currently.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Also in the aspect of Kazon.
All right. Well then, can't do any of that. Shit is gonna suck. Fine. That's me for now. I think that's all I can do for right now.
All right, Zune. That is going to be it for Zune. Going to bring me to the draconic Kazon. He is going to open up his mouth and cascade all of you in his singularity breath. He goes, I need all of you to make a strength saving throw. Which will include Razire. And I guess I will try to look up Velree's stats real fast.
Terrible roll for me. 14.
What's that?
It's a terrible roll for me. 14.
14? I like it. I like that the best. Don't you have advantage right now? No, that's on Dex.
Well, I do because I'm raging, but
Yeah.
That was with advantage. It was a very bad roll. 2 to 3.
She gets okay, yeah, Velree got a 21. The DC is 20. So it looks like Velree passed. Everyone else failed. Velree manages to hold her ground However, the rest of you take 45 points of force damage, and your speed becomes 0. So you cannot advance.
For how long?
That was our Velree only takes half damage because she succeeded. So 5, 15. 22 points. All right. That's it for the Draconic Kezan.
Is the speed reduced just for the turn?
It is reduced till the start of the Draconic creature's next turn.
Okay.
Till the start of his next turn. Trist! Oh, did you make a save for your beholder friend?
Oh, I did not for the strength.
For the enslaved?
What's its strength? It's a 0.
Yeah, so you need to roll a natural 20.
He does not.
He will take 45 points of force damage. Ah! Along with you. But it is your turn, Trist.
All right. There's a lot of targets in this room.
Indeed. Messiah is messed up.
I'll attempt to lightning bolt one of these Kezans.
Which one are you going to pick?
Which one stabbed Rogar? An angelic
That would be
one?
the angelic one.
And then there's a draconic one?
There's a draconic one as well.
I will do the angelic one.
Okay.
Dex save of a 19.
19 on its dex save. That's going to be a 20.
He will take 10 damage.
10 points of damage.
From a lightning bolt.
As the lightning bolt slams past him, he tucks in one of his wings.
Yeah.
What about your enslaved friend?
The enslaved friend will look at the... well, I guess it doesn't matter which one he looks at, because they don't really do any magic, right? The tiefling one's... because the tiefling one's behind the wall.
He's behind the wall force, yes.
Okay. We'll look at the tiefling one, and then the eye beams will go after the angelic one.
Okay, so he's opening his eye, directing it towards the one haphazardly trying to get to the engine running.
Yes.
Okay.
Death ray.
The death ray.
Death ray on the angelic one.
Okay. Dex save.
Dex save.
It's going to be a 20.
Passes.
I think
Next.
it doesn't take any damage if it passes.
Yeah, it doesn't take anything that passes. 7. 10. A sleep ray on the angelic one.
I think
Wisdom.
let me see if he can be put asleep.
Sleep.
Charmed, exhaustion, frightened. It doesn't say sleep. Okay,
All
so
right.
wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Okay. That is going to be a 30.
Passes.
It's gonna pass. Holy shit. This is an awesome stat block. I love it.
A fear ray.
The fear ray. He cannot be frightened, unfortunately.
Can't be frightened. All right. Well, there we go.
That's it for the enslaved. As that takes place, the demonic Trist, seeing the gaze upon him, he quickly is going to use his action to input some kind of code. And as he does, you hear, you see the the engine begin to spin faster and faster. That will be all you get from me. And he is, and what he's going to do now is you watch as his hands went from being humanoid and nimble to the fingers almost like bursting and large talons moving out of his palms, as if he grows claws, and his fanged mouth distends. And it looks like he has natural weapons. He is going to charge at. Well, I guess he would have to go through Rogar. He's going to charge Rogar.
And this is the angelic one.
No, this is the demonic one.
He's moving past his wall of force.
The wall of force is gone.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because Trist used the anti-magic field on it.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm ready.
He's going to try to claw you with a 24.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yes.
You will take what would have been 26 points of damage reduced to 13.
Okay.
And then he's going to try to bite you.
Okay.
A 19.
Glancing blow.
This is going to do no damage.
Oh.
It's going to be... Well, actually, it's going to do a lot more than I thought it was. Would have been 47 points of damage. Reduced to half because you're raging, so that reduces it to 24... 23. Then reduce the 23 to 11. So you take 11 points of damage.
All right.
For the glancing blow. And he cannot use his third ability. Because he's within the anti-magic field. He locks his demonic eyes on you, and they kind of like flare, but nothing happens. But that's it for his turn.
Yeah.
This is going to be Velree's turn. Velree is going to rage. She gets how many temporary hit points?
I think it's to what country?
Hold the hunt. 5 for each creature.
Mm-hmm. So 4 of us.
Plus the enslaved.
Oh yeah, enslaved.
So 25.
Yep.
I'm going to put it in the temp HP section. There. There's 25 temporary hit points. And she is going to charge... Which one does she want to lock up with? You have 3 opponents. They're all dangerous. Rogar is being assaulted by the demonic one. The angelic one is just floating in the air. She could leap to him. Then, of course, there's also the draconic Kezan.
I'm engaged with the draconic one, right?
No, you're engaged with the demonic one.
Oh yeah, that's right, demonic one.
Yeah, the draconic one was on the other side. She'll run towards the draconic one.
Okay.
Trying to keep it from closing in on the rest of you. She will make her attacks. First attack. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Second attack. 22. Third attack. 23. The final attack. 28. What is the AC? They all hit. There was one crit in there. So we'll do the regulars first. So that's going to be 3d6.
Mm-hmm. Plus 4.
15 for the strength, and then 12 for the rage. So 10, 25, 37 so far. Plus, did you give out your 2?
Yeah, I would give it to Velree and
So
again.
So we're at 37 right now. Is it two? Is it the +2 for each attack? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's +2 for each attack.
So that would be 37. So it'd be 43 points just from the non-crits. Put that in.
Yeah, we put for 6, 11. So +11. So
yeah,
it would be 33 plus the 3d6.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that, and then she does her critical hit, which she gets the brutal critical.
Yeah.
What's your current brutal critical? Do you know?
3 dice rolls.
3. So she gets 4d6 damage. Ooh. 20 plus the 5 for raging. So 25 plus the 4.
Well, plus 11.
Oh, plus 11. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So
Yeah.
31. Doubled.
Mhm.
62 slashing damage off just the crit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Draconic Kezan is taken aback by the ferocity of the attack. And he's on his back foot.
Tag on a psychic attack as well.
Let's see here. How many does she have left? She's got a couple. We'll try it. She'll try the Infectious Fury, maybe to make a Wisdom save. It's a 16. What is her DC?
19.
DC's 19, so she's gonna take 2d12 psychic damage. An additional 10 psychic damage. He is bloodied. He steps back. And that's going to be the end of Velree's turn. It is now going to be Raziah's turn. Raziah looks around. Raziah looks pretty fucked up right now, I'm not going to lie. He is going to... Oh, he needs to do something. He needs to do something good. He has a 5th level spell left.
You got 8th level spell too, you know?
He has a single 8th level spell. I think he's going to go with his 5th level spell. Because I don't want to use that without him here. He is going to use Spirit Guardians at 5th level. He's going to... it's got a pretty significant radius on it. He is seeing Velree engaged with the Draconic version. As he erupts the Guardians, they're going to encompass him. And then he's going to run towards you, Rogar, encasing both the demonic and the angelic Guardian, or angelic Kezan, within the sphere. So they'll each have to make a Wisdom save. All right, for our angelic Kezan, Wisdom save. 16, he fails. Wow. Okay. Draconic, Wisdom save.
Or demonic.
Oh, he's gonna get them all.
Okay.
He fails as well, and then the demonic Kezan, he doesn't get a bonus even. He fails. All 3 of them fail. They are going to take 5th level.
Right back. I get some other hit points.
27 points of radiant damage. Our Protonic Kezan is looking pretty bad. Our Angelic Kezan only takes half. 27, that goes to 18. Only takes 18 points of radiant damage. Because he's resistant. However, I think... does he have any... Okay, he doesn't get any negatives, but he doesn't get any bonuses, so he'll take 27. The demonic version. Yeah, I'm not showing any. Okay, yeah. Alright. That is going to be it for Resire's turn. And that is going to be the end of the first round. And, with the way things are playing out, do we want to try to finish the combat, or do we want to go ahead and stop here?
Yeah, you should probably stop.
I think we should probably stop at this point. So we'll end the session here, mid-combat, mid-fight. Hopefully we can get Resire and Velree back for the next session and see how this goes. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. It's going to be all the time we've got for today. And we will end the round there. And yeah, let's do favorite moments of the night before we close out. Let's start with Tristan Varel.
Now, made it back to the ship where my prequel character was killed by Kezan. He's a rat bastard.
Indeed.
My body was laying there. I walked past it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Indeed. Fantastic. Let's slide on down to Zoom. Start once the night, Zoom.
I just keep thinking of that meme, I'm tired of this grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Because it's like, like battle after battle after battle, and now I'm just like, and now I'm not even sure that it would be such a bad thing if Kazan succeeded, because I really don't know what Kazan's plan is. But whatever, we're gonna fuck it up anyway, because that's what we do. We fuck things up for people. So we're gonna be. It's gonna be fine, and then we're gonna have another battle after this one if we survive it. Yay! I like the fighting. Thank you, Anthony. Please more.
You're welcome. Rogar, favorite moments of the night?
My favorite moment of the night is probably the gem getting infused with the flesh of Amu. If we didn't have to rush after Kezan, I would have spent more time focusing on that. So, pressing matters called. So, yeah, also get back to the ship. Been a long time. Been a long time since I've been.
Long time.
So yeah,
we're all back.
Yep. I feel like I remember there being like monsters in the ship. I guess they're dead. All dead now, I guess. But
they're all dead. You ran across their piles of corpses.
Yep.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Well, lucky you. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's nothing else left on this ship. Maybe there's just the duplicates of Kezan, and that's it. It's all good.
Damn Kezan's everywhere.
Yeah. He's using his orb to the full effect. Feels like
he is.
Indeed he is. If I had a favorite moment, it was certainly the Kezan reveal. Been holding that one in my back pocket for a while. So good. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the next session for sure, because we are closing in on our final session. We're getting pretty close. Depending on how this all plays out, will greatly affect our story moving forward. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you've made it this far, do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, Leave us a comment down in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And we will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.